In this video, I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look into what I consider the most important parts and most important parts for success when it comes to Amazon FBA or selling a private label product. And that is product research, product design, and then product sourcing, finding a really good manufacturer. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. Those of you who are my subscribers. My name is Brian Newton. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller, mentor, and coach. Right here on this YouTube channel, I release weekly videos covering everything Amazon, e-commerce, and NFTs. If you enjoy those types of videos, do me a favor right now. Head on down and press subscribe. I can see each and every one of you who take just a minute to press subscribe, and I appreciate each of you. Also, give me a like on this video. Help support my channel and bring you more helpful videos like this one. My job right here is to help educate, teach, impact as many lives as possible, sharing and documenting my journey of how I went from a struggling broke drug addict 8.5 years ago to building, owning, and running multiple six-figure online businesses. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, I'm excited to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at exactly what is the process for product research, product design, and product sourcing. So let's jump into it. First step, of course, most important is product research. Where do you actually go or even start looking for good products? Right now, the best place to look for products is actually going to be Etsy and TikTok. Etsy and TikTok because you get to find unique products where there's not a ton of other sellers, or potentially there's not a ton of other sellers already on Amazon. And so you find unique up-and-coming products or niches that don't have pages and pages and pages of results on Amazon, as well as you can be one of the first 30 sellers with that product on Amazon. So Etsy and TikTok is working the best right now. What categories do I recommend? Home and kitchen is always good. Kitchen and dining, patio, lawn and garden, tools and home improvement. Those are going to be the best categories that I look and launch your products in, but it's also going to depend on what your goals are for building a brand. I recommend your first 3 products be in the same category and under the same brand, mainly for brand building, but also it's going to be cheaper that way when it comes time to file your trademark, so you're not having to pay for a bunch of different classification fees. So we're going to try to have your first 3 products be under the same brand name and in the same category. So if your plan is to launch your first product in baby, then your next 2 products should be in baby as well. Or maybe you want to build a personal care brand, like a cosmetics line. Then beauty and personal care will be your category, and it'd be nice if your first 3 products were in that category as well. So we are looking for unique products that when you open up that product on Amazon, there's not thousands and thousands of results. I typically like there to be around 1,000 results or less. Right here in the top left, I like around 1,000 results or less when I type in the product here. And then I don't like there to be the same product over and over and over and over. I want to see that there's unique products, okay, where I can come in and differentiate and stand out. A niche within a niche. What is this? A niche within a niche means you're able to find like a specific hole in the market or a specific kind of category, subcategory under a category. So for example, you know, this one is not the best example, but vases is the main category. No, home decor is the main category. Next, a subcategory is vases or flower vases or decorative vases. Then we have under that neutral vases is another subcategory. And then even within that, we have aesthetic vase, or we have geometric vase or modern vase. That's a niche within a niche. So I started big with home decor vases or accents. Then I went into neutral vases. I went into flower vases, decorative vases, aesthetic vases, down to modern, farmhouse, geometric vase. That's kind of a niche within a niche. You're looking for that kind of stuff. We don't want to sell products, guys, that are rugs, towels, pillows, vases, curtains, coffee makers, tumblers, wine glasses, plates, silverware. All of these are too competitive. There's thousands of other plates and dinnerware sets and rugs and shower curtains, all that. Thousands of other products on Amazon. We're looking for unique products where you can be one of the first 30 sellers with that product on Amazon. In the past, what we could do is just find a product like this, run X-ray or run the numbers, and you say, okay, great. They're making 5,000 or more. Most of them on page 1 are making 5,000 or more. Great. The total market revenue is over $350,000. Great. The average price is above $25. Great. And look here, the review counts under 300, or under 350, under 350, under 350, under 350, under 350, under 350, under 350. Meaning, multiple of these sellers with low reviews recently started selling because we can only get about 20 reviews a month, and so 30 reviews takes about a month to 45 days. 80 reviews, 3, 4, 5 months. 17 reviews takes a month, already ranking on page 1 and doing well, right? So 17 reviews making 1,300, 30 reviews doing 8,700 a month. That's what we're looking for, sellers who recently launched, low reviews, and making good revenue. But that's kind of what we all used to base our product research and analysis off, was just these numbers here. And then we could launch a product and start making sales. But that's not the way it works anymore. That method can still work some of the time. But to be have an even greater chance of success, we want to find unique products where you're one of the first 30 sellers with that product on Amazon by looking at the total results. By also opening up the main keywords for the product and looking to see how much search volume they have. And it tells you how many competing products are there for that product. I like the top 2 to 10 main keywords to each have 2,000 or more search volume. And right here, competing products, boho room decor, let's find some vases for decor. There's 40,000 other products. So white vase, 5,000 other products. Floor vase, 7,000. I mean, you can see here, I would not go into this product because of how high these competing products are. So what do I look for? Around 1,000, 2,000 or max or under. If you open up the keywords here and for your product you see 1,000, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 400, you've got a potentially good product there, especially if the search volumes are over 2,000 and there's only like 1,000 competing products or under. That tells you there's strong demand, but not very many other sellers selling that product yet. So there's an opportunity for you. You found a hole or a gap in the market where you can come in and start to dominate. So that's the importance of understanding keywords. And then next up, we have profitable products only. Another issue with this product is if we were to run the profitability calculator on it, it's selling for $17.98. I know for sure I'm going to pay at least $5 for this vase with packaging and shipping and my logo on it. And if I'm only selling it for $17.99, you can see here, we'll change this per kilogram to 1.6 is the average right now. You can see here, I'm only making $2 profit per sale, 11.5% net margin, and a 29% ROI. That is terrible. We want to be, we would have to sell this vase for like $26.99 to be even anywhere near what I look for, which is around $10 or more profit per sale, 35% net margin, 115% ROI or more. But I don't think, looking at page 1, I can necessarily get $26.99. I'd be one of the most expensive. Most of these are around 20 bucks. So there's another issue with this product there. All right, moving into the next phase, which is product design. How would I know, how will you know, okay, there's all these different styles of products, which should I do? Well, just looking at the main images, I would definitely be doing a 3-pack. That way I can charge more. And it just looks better. It looks like more value. Another 3-pack for $29.99. Also, when you go to contact suppliers, they'll like that you're ordering 3 vases in one set versus just 1 vase. Because if their MOQ is, let's say, 1,000 pieces, you would only need to order, let's say their MOQ is 500 pieces, and you do 250 sets of 2, you've now met their 500 minimum. Or if their MOQ is 1,000 and you do 500 sets of 2, that's 1,000 pieces because the supplier looks at how many individual pieces they have to make. Does that make sense? So if your set had 2 vases and their MOQ is 1,000, but you're doing 500 sets of 2, well, you've just hit 1,000 pieces. So suppliers like that to give you a better price and to meet their MOQ. But to figure out what design you should do, of course you would want to look at, X-ray here, the ones, doing the most revenue overall. Take a deep dive into what exactly are they selling, what features do they have, what material is it, what do the negative and positive reviews say about the product. dive into the competitors' listings and really analyze them to figure out, what are the uses, benefits, features, material, the solution, if any, it's solving. That's really what you're going to want to look at to figure out what kind of design. You can also sort the data. So you could click on revenue and, okay, so these are the styles doing the most revenue, and figure out some common traits that these products have. Then we're going to move into the Helium 10 Audiences poll. So with your Helium 10 membership, you actually get this tool called Audiences. And Audiences is a great tool for being able to run a customer poll and have like 50, 100, 150, or 200 customers vote on 3 or 4 different designs. So the way that this works, it only costs about $150 to run a Helium 10 audience poll in front of 100 Amazon real customers. And you could just download, you could download this picture right here, download and save this picture, download and save another picture of another competitor like this one, and then put 3 or 4 competitor images together inside the audience poll and do product design, test product design, and then find out what customers like the best, what style or shape. Of course, you would want to test as much as you can. So shape, size, how many pieces are in the main image, the look of the product, the material, try to test as much as you can. You could also hire somebody on Fiverr to design, a custom vase for you, a 3D rendering. And so you could put that as one of your 4 images you're testing for product design. But that is a great tool and resource to be able to figure out what customers like best and has the most chance of being successful, what design. And then, of course, we talked about looking at revenues and sales, and then keywords will also tell you a lot. So when we go and open keywords on one of your main competitors or a couple of your main competitors, you can see a lot of customers are typing in farmhouse table decor with 14,000 searches a month, boho home decor, bookshelf decor, white vase. Okay, so mine would need to be white because look, it has almost over 19,500 customers a month is typing in a white one, and minimalist. And so mine would be modern, minimalist, and it would be white, and it'd probably be fit on a bookshelf because I see a lot, or look good on a bookshelf, or look good as a centerpiece. Okay, so keywords tell you a lot of good information for what customers are looking for. And then you can see the second most popular option is black vase. Ceramic, so mine would be ceramic and mine would be white, and maybe I also launch a black one next. So look at keywords, very important and helpful to give you ideas on product design. Then we have the product sourcing step. So you're moving right along, you've found a product, you've validated demand, you've checked for competition, then you've done a Helium 10 audience poll or figured out what design to do and how you're going to stand out. You've researched the keywords, next comes finding a manufacturer. Alibaba is still the world's leading marketplace to find manufacturers located all over the globe, including India, Vietnam, China, of course. Even in the Europe and South America and USA, there's going to be suppliers. I'm still sourcing 9 out of 10 of my products from China, 1 from India, because China just is the leading capital of the world for manufacturers. And I've just found for my products, China-based manufacturers work best for lowest MOQ, fastest lead times, and best overall quality. But you're welcome to look, and then shipping costs are the most reasonable. But you'd come onto Alibaba, and then you're going to type in white ceramic vase. And again, here's those 3 that are right on Amazon, 2.5 to 5.5 per piece. Here's another style. So maybe you test the long, skinny version versus the round with the hole in the middle. You tested that in audiences poll. And then, I look at this. So are they verified? Great. Do they have the word ceramic, or decor in their company name? Right? So this is important. So, and trading limited. So they may be a trading company. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Here's another one, Technology Co. But these 2 would be good to contact. This one as well. They've been in business 2 years. This one seems to be the best because they have a good price. MOQ is 500 pieces, not bad. And they have 6 years in business. So those are some of the things that I'll look at when I'm contacting suppliers. Now, when you click on this and contact suppliers, over here on the right, it says manufacturer, trading company. So this supplier is a manufacturer and a trading company. Do I prefer manufacturer? Do I prefer trading company? I would contact both. There's benefits of using either type. For example, benefits of using a manufacturer are that they have the machinery to be able to manufacture this product from scratch, to be able to make your customizations that you want, to make custom samples for you, and the price can be lower versus a trading company because they are the manufacturer themselves. But there are benefits to using a trading company. For example, trading companies may have relationships with dozens of different factories, and they're able to work almost like a sourcing agent for you, where you say, okay, I'm looking for this product, go out and help me find a supplier. And so trading companies can work almost like a sourcing agent. Sometimes they can be limited, though, on what they can do as far as customizations. So that's the only drawback with trading companies. But manufacturer, trading company is even better. Take a look at their company profile here. What is their core competency? What type of products do they sell? Is there a certain material that they specialize in? All of that is really good. And then you would just click on, contact this supplier and then send them the Alibaba template that I have. Okay, where to find manufacturers? Alibaba. Do I use a sourcing agent? Sometimes I absolutely do. Sourcing agents, there's actually several on Upwork and Fiverr for reasonable price. If you do use a sourcing agent, though, just make sure that they're not taking a big percentage of your order. A lot of times, sourcing agents will only charge, $50, $100 up front. But then what they're doing is they're negotiating like a 2% off the total balance that you pay for the order if you order through a supplier they found. So I personally usually always look for products myself. But if I do use a sourcing agent, or you do use a sourcing agent, just be careful with their payment and that they're not taking a cut off the percentage of the total order, okay? Communication with supplier, how do I communicate best? Right on Alibaba is really good in the beginning because it's all recorded under Messages tab, my Alibaba Messages tab. I also like to use WhatsApp and email to communicate with suppliers. The evening time in the US is best because that's the next business day for them. So in the evening is best to talk to suppliers. Relationship building comes first. Always, you should not just be, what's the price? How long does it take? Can you do this? Can you do that? Ask them about their family life, any recent Chinese holidays. You want to stand out in all these different customers that are contacting them. You want to make it personal and stand out. That will give you better customer service, lower MOQs, faster production times, and of course, a better price. Then when do you negotiate a lower price with the supplier? I usually wait until after the product samples have arrived and I'm ready to order the product. Then I'll ask for a lower price by doing one of two things. Either just straight out asking for a lower price, or showing the supplier I want to work with a backup invoice or quote for a lower cost that I've got from another supplier, like my second choice, and see if they'll match or beat the lower price that I got from another supplier. But relationship building comes first, and then getting a lower price. How much lower should you expect? Anywhere from 5 to 10% off the price that they first quoted you is a good target. Final supplier purchase order. So once you've ordered, and then always order custom samples. You want to order 2 to 4 custom samples, 2 to 3 to 4 different suppliers. You're going to have make a custom sample for you, put your logo on it, ship it to your house to check the quality. And then you'll want to get this final supplier purchase order agreement done, which includes you make this document and then send it to the supplier, and then they're going to make an Alibaba trade assurance order for you. But it breaks down everything. The more details, the better here, guys. Don't leave anything off. Product design, packaging, barcodes, quantity, suffocation warning labels, production times, trade and payment terms, insert card, guarantee to replace any units if they fail inspection. Let the products air dry out before a few days before packaging to avoid odors or smells. How many cartons will they be? Total size and weight of all the cartons, full name and address. You'll need all of these kind of details for when you do the shipping plan and enter your listing. And then just one more thing here, guys. How do you make payment to supplier? You're not going to make the payment to the supplier. You can place the 30% deposit after you've got samples, but you're not going to pay the remaining balance until you've got a third-party professional inspection done at the factory by a third-party inspection company. I use InspectAman. $165. They'll go to the factory and inspect random sample check. Once the inspection passes, then you can pay the balance, the 70% balance to the supplier, and arrange for your freight forwarder to go pick up your products and ship them DDP shipping to Amazon. The way you pay your supplier for both the custom samples, for the deposit, for the balance payment after inspection, and even to your freight forwarder for trade assurance for DDP shipping is through a trade assurance order with credit card, debit card, or with PayPal right inside Alibaba. It's called trade assurance. You want to make sure you're paying through there via a payment link that the supplier sends you. That is going to wrap up a behind-the-scenes look video at product research, product design, and product sourcing. It was a lot to go over, but the good news is once you get to this step here, you're at least 50% of the way done after these 3 steps. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.